Whether it's becoming successful or just learning something new, either way, you have to become massively uncomfortable in order to master your craft. And it's just funny how many examples I'm starting to see of that, both with work stuff that's not related to me and with myself. Like, I work at Domino, y'all know that, right? That's a second job. Now, they hire people all the time, and they got a new guy in there today. All right, he's going to be a driver. He's learning all about the different products, how you're supposed to cut stuff, bagging stuff, all the stuff that at this point for me is just we just do it every day. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, right? It's normal to me because I've done it so many times, so many repetitions. But watching him made me think about how I felt when I was first learning all that stuff, and I felt just as uncomfortable. It was extremely painful knowing in order to learn this, I'm gonna have to mess it up over and over and over again, to the point where they're gonna have to like remake stuff sometimes because I messed it up, right? That's just the reality. Everybody does it. It's just a part of learning it, right? And this is just a small example, but you could take this example for anything. But in this example, he's learning how to cut stuff, and he's doing fine, he's doing good. But it's just, there's a level of unsureness that you have when you're learning something new that just comes with the territory. You cannot get around. Got this train in the way. Hold up. All loud in the back. Look at this. This train. Oh, it just went past. But there's a level of unsureness that you have when you're learning something new that you just have to go through in order to be able to master it. That's the only way you do it. And then with reps, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Me and my own life, right? Now, I'm somebody who has 2 jobs right now, but I haven't talked too much about it on the channel, but pretty soon I'm going to go and start my own business with my dad, who's a general contractor. We're going to be doing some house flips. I'm going to have some rentals in there. And, it's not completely fleshed out yet exactly how everything's going to work, but when it is, I'll put it on the channel and y'all can hear about it. Now, I've always wanted to be a business owner, but the idea of owning a business and the realities are very different. The reality is I got to get real uncomfortable. Do you know how uncomfortable it is for somebody who has relied on a check every 2 weeks for like a decade plus to have to go to a point where you're just like, wait, I'm not getting a check? You're telling me I'm not going to be insured by my employer anymore? I got to get my own insurance? These bills are, they come in or not, regardless of whether or not I get a check? Yeah. You got to be willing to go for it. That's the reality of it. And, it's the price that you have to pay in order to be successful. That discomfort, that's the price. And if you're not willing to pay it, you'll always be comfortable, but you'll always be at the mercy of somebody else. That's just the reality of it. You're not going to escape discomfort and get the success. We were just talking about this too in the store. Working late nights. There's plenty of people who want to work here, right, at Domino's, but they want to work easy shifts. They want to work, the rush hour shifts. They don't want to work closing shifts where you got to be up till 1 a.m., 2:30 a.m. But I work those shifts, and I probably make, I don't know if I make the most out of all the drivers, but I certainly make, more than most. And the reason is because the longer I'm here, the more deliveries I can take, and the more deliveries I can take, the more money I make. That's just the reality. But see, people don't want the discomfort. They want to live a cushy life and make a bunch of money at the same time. They don't want to have to give up their time with their family. Like, how many nights I don't put my daughter to bed? You know how many nights of those I have to sacrifice in order. Now again, I put my daughter to bed anytime I am here. But in order to get over this hump where we are saving enough money to go do what we want to do, I have to sacrifice that time. And if you're not willing to sacrifice time and be uncomfortable, massively uncomfortable, for a short period of time, for a short stint, how are you going to succeed? Because really what this discomfort does is it prepares you for what life as a business owner is going to be. Because again, it's going to be all on you. And if you have no discomfort, no backbone of discomfort to fall back on when things get rough, you will crumble. You will crumble like fucking vanilla wafer cookies. Your ass just gonna be paste, sand, because you're not gonna know what to do. And when you don't know what to do, you will fall back to what you've always done, which is give up, walk away, and then you'll go back to the job that you say you hate forever. So this is a little reminder, man. In order to really get the success you say you want, you got to be prepared to really, really dig deep, because there's a reason why most people don't succeed in business. And some of it is just the economics of it, but a lot of it, in my opinion, is that people want to be comfortable. And there is no chance you're going to be comfortable and successful. Just no chance. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I'll talk to y'all later.